Every element of my economic plan is overwhelmingly popular. With everything happening, not everybody knows what's in that plan. It is zero price tag on the debt. We're going to pay for everything we spend.
All right, President Biden, of course, talking about that $3.5 trillion human infrastructure package that not everyone's convinced everything is paid for, including potentially my next guest, Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick, Republican of Pennsylvania. He's the House Problem Solvers Caucus co-chair, and even a number of Democrats and Republicans are just trying to get something done. There's a crazy concept. Congressman, good to have you. The president is making clear, the $1.2 trillion infrastructure only package notwithstanding, that this far bigger one is paid for, and that we're not going to a penny of debt to make sure it is paid for. What do you think of that?
Well, we haven't seen it yet. It hasn't even been drafted. So obviously the bill that has been written is a $1.2 trillion bill that we're scheduled to vote on Monday, which I had a part in crafting, my Problem Solvers Caucus, myself and Josh Gottheimer, my co-chair. And we're hoping that does get across the finish line. That is real infrastructure, hard physical infrastructure, doesn't open the tax code up at all, is largely paid for by recapturing unused COVID relief money, unused unemployment insurance compensation. So that's very distinct and different from this $3.5 trillion bill that the president's talking about that has not been written yet. Clearly is going to involve tax increases, and clearly is going to, in all likelihood, add to the debt.
So this $1.2 trillion, I know the figures are all over the map for just the roads and bridges, largely infrastructure package. That's slated, Nancy Pelosi hopes, for a Monday vote. If that's pushed back because some progressives in the Democratic Party are saying they want it attached to the Senate writing off on that $3.5 trillion plan first, is it fair to say all bets are off at that point?
Yeah, Neil, there's a big push-pull going on right now between the moderates and progressives. The progressives are trying to link the two. The moderates are trying to de-link the two. And Republican support, by the way, is going to be largely contingent on which of those two ends up coming to fruition. Speaker Pelosi made a commitment to the moderate Democrats that she would hold the $1.2 trillion real infrastructure bill for vote on Monday. We're hopeful that she keeps her word on that. And like I said, the second $3.5 trillion bill that is highly controversial hasn't been written yet, so we don't know exactly what's in it. The linkage, delinkage thing is going to be largely outcome determinative, clearly on the Republican side as far as how much support, GOP support there is.
It doesn't look like there'll be any for that. But let me ask you, in the meanwhile, about this other thing that gets kind of lost in the sauce, the federal funding, short-term funding effort to prevent the government from shutting down, technically the 30th when it could happen. Obviously, they could push that back. But your thoughts on that and Republicans' refusal to help Democrats out on this?
Well, the reason that there wasn't cooperation, Neil, was that in the CR that was put forth last week, they stripped support for Israel and support for the Iron Dome missile defense system, which has absolutely nothing to do with what we were considering, both the debt ceiling and the CR. So if that comes out, I was clearly prepared, as were several of my colleagues, prepared to vote for it. We have to keep the government open. We have to pay our bills, and we will do that. It's a 60-vote threshold in the Senate, so it's probably best that it start there, and whatever they can agree on, come to the House and pass.
All right, so just to be clear, they could do this through reconciliation or simple majority could get done, and that seems to be the pressure Mitch McConnell is putting on Democrats. If you're doing all this other stuff on your own, you're on your own on raising the debt ceiling. What do you think of that approach?
I think that's something, Neil, there's always been bipartisan support on, paying our bills, maintaining the full faith and credit of the United States. The debate should be on the spending side before we spend it. Once the expenditures are made, we clearly have to pay our bills, just like any American family does, that they, expenditures that they make. So I don't think that really should be the debate. I would urge my colleagues on the Republican side, that's the track that we should be taking. Cut down on spending, but once the expenditures are made, we have to pay our bills because that's relevant to our credit rating, as you know.
Congressman, thank you very much for taking the time to update us on where your thinking lies right now.